Hello and welcome or welcome back. I'm Misty at Skeeter Jones and this is this week's things, and it's jewelry. Some of these things you've seen before and some you definitely have not because they're recent pickups, but we're just going to get going with it. I'm going to price everything pretty well, I think. So hopefully there will be something for everybody. I'll just go little by little until we get through the whole lot. And I'm jumping in kind of quick here. If there's anything that you would like that you see in this show, just contact me, skeeterjonesthings at gmail, and we will talk about it there. And then also I offer a way for people to save on shipping by saving all of your purchases up throughout the month and sending them out all together at the end of the month. So you only pay shipping one time. So first off, what is this? A little cha-cha style necklace. I feel like that's backwards. It's got Rolo chain, little dangling rhinestones, and gold tone beads. How pretty is that? There's not a speck of wear on this. It could be new. So pretty. Let me see if I can lay that out for you where you can see that everything apparently is there. Yeah, nothing missing. You have all of these alternating gold tone beads and rhinestones on this sort of chainmail on the back, and so they're posted or attached on there sort of cha-cha style. Let's give a length on that. It is, I didn't really leave myself much room here in the light box for doing this measuring. So it's a gold tone, maybe even a light rose gold tone. It's an 8-inch drop, and then a pretty generous 3-inch extender. So there we are. Item number 1. Let's see, we will do this one. Let's do that one for $4. That is very, very pretty and no wear on it at all. Some of these I've tested already because they're things that I got a while back. Some of them I tested when I first bought them. So hopefully we'll be able to go through it really quickly. This is, I remember when I bought this, I was looking at it through a glass case and I thought it was amber, but it's not amber. It's actually stone or glass of some kind. I didn't get any kind of a stone reading on the gemi, so I couldn't really tell. Some stones will show up in the glass range. It looks like it should be a stone, but it kept showing up in the glass range when I tested it. But it's this gorgeous amber color. You can kind of see probably how through a glass case I would have thought that was amber. But it is either glass or stone, and hand knotted on this grayish silver cord and adjustable this way. So I'll have to measure it outside of the light box. Let's see, the length on it is, the drop is 13 inches at its shortest length, and when it is extended all the way out, the drop on it is 20 inches. So that's beautiful. That is very pretty. And we're gonna do that one. We'll do that one for $5. That'll be number 2 for $5. I'm still getting together orders from the Elevate Your Look collab. I really appreciate everybody who was able to go hang out with us last Saturday for that. If you weren't able to, go back and look at all the videos. They're still out to see, and it was a lot of fun. It was different for a collab. Everybody picked their look that they wanted to do, and they styled outfits around that. Number 2 for $5. We had a newcomer join us, Amy from Ultrasound Wanderer. She was there. If you haven't checked out Amy's channel yet, make sure you do. She does What's Sold. She sells on eBay, and I'm not sure if she sells on other platforms also. But she's super sweet, and she has really great content. So you should go check her channel out if you haven't already. This is just plastic or acrylic blue beads with white, sort of like paint spatter on them. It's kind of long. Oh, I thought it was just over your head, but it has this copper spring ring closure. The drop on it is 17 inches. And all the paint is there on the beads. It's not peeling anywhere. Let me do a closer look and make sure the thread in between looks clean. And there's your copper spring ring. There we go. That one's going to be number 3. And we'll do that one for $2. Okay, this is not actually a shell. It's just carved to look that way. Let's see if I can get it loose. This is one of the things that I researched when I first picked it up, and wasn't able to figure out what kind of stone this is, but it is a stone. It's not a shell. It's got some weight to it. I think I'm going to have to go off camera to get this untangled. Yep, there we go. It has this waxed cord and organza ribbon with, I think, a spring ring or lobster clasp. Yeah, lobster clasp right there. But this stone, hopefully it'll show for you. See that red flash in it? I could not, for the life of me, figure out what kind of stone this is. But it is a nice stone. It has a little bit of heft to it. This bright silver tone sort of setting that it's in, and it's carved to look like a shell. There's not a maker on it. This pendant is about 1.25 inches by about 1 inch. It has that gorgeous red flash in it. And it's super, super pretty. Let's see what the drop is on it. I untangled it really quick from the other necklaces and things right there. And I may have in the process gotten it tangled up on itself. So bear with me while I get this measured for you. Okay, the drop on it is about 7 1/4. And you have about a 2-inch extender. About 1.5 inch extender. But that's super gorgeous. And I think it's a huge deal on this one. This one's number 4. And I'm really just going to do this one for, I'm going to do that for $10. I'm pretty certain that that would sell for $20 or more on eBay. And I generally do, when I offer jewelry up here, or anything really on my channel. I do it for about 40 to 50, well really about 30 to 50% lower than what I am going to list it when it goes to eBay if it doesn't sell on my channel. So here's number 4 for $10. Okay, this came in, I think, my special assignment craft lot that I got from Pat Garza a few weeks ago. I think that's where this came from. It has a little bit of wear on it right here, but I think it has some life left in it, really. Where that wear is, it won't really show while you're wearing it, or won't show much. It just deserves to have some more life. Has a good tight magnetic closure with this blue enamel, and the blue enamel is in great condition. A little tiny bit of wear right there. Because of the wear, I'll just do this one for $1. But definitely has some life left in it. I just hate for that one to go to trash. I couldn't really think of a way to craft with it. Uh-oh, will it fit in this bag? I might have to get a bigger bag after I already wrote on this one. There we go. So number 5 for $1. Okay, this I showed a long time ago. And then I actually moved it, since it didn't sell, I moved it into my personal collection and wore it for a while. But it's gorgeous. It's about 3 inches long. This detailed little rows, even to the little lines on the petals, the veins and the leaves. The pin is super straight, perfect gold tone, with no wear, and there's not a maker's mark on it, but it's gorgeous. It is so pretty, even like the little thorns on the stem and everything. It's very detailed. And that one is going to be number 6. And we will do that one for, $7. Actually, I'm not going to do that for $7. I will do that for $5. But that's super beautiful. Okay, I paused the camera for a minute so I could go pre-number some bags so I wouldn't lose track and misnumber things later. This definitely, I think, okay, I know that's not very certain to say definitely I think, but this necklace that I'm trying to untangle here, I believe came from that last craft lot from Pat Garza also. There. And actually watch tomorrow, because I have another craft lot from Pat Garza that I am showing tomorrow, which will be the 18th. Did I fix this already? This needed some repair. No, I didn't fix it. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to fix it right now. I cleaned it because it needed some cleaning, and then I forgot to do the repair on it before I put it in that bag for this show. Where is it again? Or did I fix it? I don't know what I was thinking. I've had so many things going on. I did fix it and then actually forgot that I had fixed it. So this is a necklace. It's kind of delicate looking. It's long and it has these just different elements all throughout it. A little die cut flower design, these medallions, loops, these little, Van Cleef simulated little floral designs, little hammered discs, and they just alternate between this delicate chain all the way around. And it just needed it was broken and needed some of the loops on the chain put back where they belong. So let me give you a measurement off camera. It's pretty long. It has a drop of 18 inches and the extender is about 3 inches. It's different tones of a light gold tone, and then you got silver tone and a little bit of a rose gold tone on some of them, on these hammered loops right here. But that's a really nice one. We will do that one. This is number 7. That looks like a 1. No, that's number 7. And we'll just do that one for $3. That's really pretty. It's really nice for layering, or just even wearing by itself with a simple blouse. There we go, number 7 for $3. This, I'm not sure about this one. Let's take that one out for now. This I got a while back. I think this came in a lot from Stacy, actually. This is a stone of some kind, and I have been unable to figure out what kind of stone that is. These are genuine pearls, and these are called ring pearls. They actually grow like this, and they are they're pretty valuable. But this doesn't have a maker on it, and I could not figure out what kind of stones these are. I think it's turquoise, but there's just something that looks a little different than turquoise to me about these. And the chain is copper, has a toggle closure, and this really nice chain. I think it may be artisan made, just because it's not like precise the way I guess a mass-produced piece would be, which for some people that's a plus. But it's absolutely gorgeous. These bronze, sort of golden colored pearls. This one, just because I know there's some value to it with these stones and with these pearls, if I listed this on eBay, I would probably start it at $60. So I'm going to offer it up here. I'm going to offer it up here for half of that. I'll offer it up for $30. And then if it doesn't sell, then I will list that on eBay for $60. But it's absolutely gorgeous. Again, you can look these up. They're called ring pearls, and they grow that way in the oyster. These are genuine. And then these stones may be turquoise, but there's just something about this golden color throughout them that just kind of makes me hesitate on calling it turquoise. It's not adjustable. And let's see, I may be able to measure it in here. The length on it, the drop length that is 10 inches. It's so gorgeous, and the colors are just right for right now for fall. Okay. Now, this little ring is a recent pickup. This is leather right here on the band, and it goes through this little disc with the little beads on that end, and so that is the ring. It's really unique, really pretty. It has sort of an artisanal look to me on it. It looks like sterling, but it is not. It's a very good sterling faker. It's not marked sterling, but it does definitely have the look of sterling, but it is not sterling. It tested negative. And let me get you a size on it. It's a really pretty ring. Let's see, the size is about an 8. Let's see, I can wear this on my index, which is not an 8, a little smaller than an 8. My ring finger is just below a 7. It'd be sort of loose on my ring finger. But the mandrel calls it about an 8. But that's a really unique ring, again with leather cord here on the bottom, then the disc, and then the cords come up through it, and then you've got the beads on top. And they're arranged in the shape of a flower. And it's really unique and really pretty. And we will do that one for $6. And there we go. Let's get out the next batch of things right here. Okay, these are some threader hoops. I got these a while back in a thread up 15-piece mixed jewelry box. About a year ago or so I got them. This is an equestrian brand. I used to know the name of that brand, but I can't think of it at the moment. And these are actually marked right there, 925, but testing did not confirm that. These are not sterling, even though they are marked sterling. So these are number 10. Here's fair warning on the silicone ear. I'm going to show you how it looks on. And here comes the ear. Let me know if you don't like seeing this ear. Let me know, because I want to keep showing it if people don't like it. That's how these look on. And that's why I got it, was to show people how earrings look on without having to put them on myself. And it's something that people who are learning to pierce get these to practice on. So that's why I got it. But again, if it bothers people, I don't want to keep putting it in my shows. So there we go. These are marked 925. I have tested them and they are not 925. So we're going to do these for, let's just do those for $3. They're really pretty. They're just not what they claim to be. There we go. Okay. I think these may have also come, oh, they're missing a stone. So these get put aside. But I think these came in a thread up 15-piece as well. Okay, you have definitely seen this one before. I think this came actually in that special assignment box from Pat the last time around. I've already filmed and uploaded the one that she sent me that I just got this week. And again, it'll be showing tomorrow, Thursday? Yeah, it'll be showing Thursday the 17th, or 18th. I can't get my days together. So this is all brass. Has some nice weight to it. There's not a maker's mark on it, or is there? Oh, there is. Let's take a closer look at that. Oh, I know that mark. I can't think of it though. There's some verdigris on that clasp, and I should have taken that off before I started showing this as something to sell. So I'm going to do some impromptu crafting right before your very eyes. Okay, I'm going to turn that into purse charm because this cord needs to be replaced, or it just needs to go altogether. Zoom back out on that. There. And let's get rid of that. And this is a lobster clasp that has a keyring on it, so you can double this as a keyring. I'm going to orient it so that this hangs in front and the keyring hangs in back. Put this all together, and then I'm going to give it a good cleaning. See what I can do to get that to close better. I'll be right back. There we go. So that long ring is now closed nice and tight. You have your key ring on the back and this gorgeous charm hanging on the front. It's all brass, and I wish it would stop going out of focus. There we go. You have these little acrylic faux stones on the bottom of these sort of leaves, I guess. And then these acrylic stones here, acrylic faux stones that are sort of prong set and bezel set. They have sort of a little almost moon glow effect to them. And this pretty sort of knotted effect right here at the top. And then a paper clip link, a key ring, and a lobster clasp, all to hang your keys on or hang on your purse. Overall length is about 6 inches top to bottom. Just the charm itself, beginning at the bottom of the lobster clasp, is about 5 inches. And there we go. That's going to be number 11. And I'm going to do that one for, I'll do that one for $8. I typically sell my purse charms for $12 and up on eBay, just depending on the amount of work that it takes, like the difficulty level and how many of my the elements that go into it that I have to go buy. You know, like I have to buy these clasps, and those, you know, those cost a bit. So, well, not a whole bunch, but you know, I have to pay for them. But anyway, here is this one. That's $8, number 11 purse charm. Like doing impromptu crafting. Let's see, what is this? This is a sterling. It says sterling bracelet. Bracelet with ring? Well, it's just a ring. Okay, let's see. It has the price marked out on it on both sides. Okay, that looks like it came maybe from an estate sale. Let's see what size it is. It is about an 8 3/4. And let's give it a quick test just to make sure. I think that's probably going to come up positive. And there it is. So we have sterling on this band. This could be a wedding band. So I'll include that little tag in here with it, even though it says bracelet with ring. And we'll do this one for $10. You know, actually I'm going to do that for $8. Number 12, sterling band for $8. Anything you're interested in here, just contact me, skeeterjonesthings@gmail.com, and we will work it out there. Let's see, these I think came from that lot from Pat. And I think maybe this did too. Okay, it's gold tone. I don't see a maker's mark on it. And it has these pretty little pave set charms. So like shark tooth, a little disc, and then this little medallion with a stone in the middle. There's light surface scratching. It's all gold tone. Just very delicate and pretty. There. See, it has an extender. The drop is 8 inches without the extender, and then there's another 3 inches. The chain is sort of a rose gold tone. Actually, it may be that there's a little bit of copper underneath, and that's some wear that gives it that rose effect. But it doesn't look terrible. Like, it doesn't look worn. It looks like it's supposed to be this color to me. But it probably is some wear nonetheless, so we're going to price it accordingly. We'll just do that one for $2. It is really pretty and delicate, so that's a good deal on a pretty necklace. And then these pretty little, probably pewter. We'll test them just to make sure. These little parrots. One has gold and green. The other has gold and red. Or that's not red. That's sort of like an aubergine color. But they need some cleaning. Let me test them. I'm not expecting these to be sterling, but I've been surprised before. There's a little copper in that scratch. But they are pretty, very detailed little parrots, and they're like 3-dimensional all the way around. You know, a lot of things like this are just, you know, on one side, and then the back side is plain. But these are detailed all the way around. The little feathers detailed, even the tinier feathers up on the head. You can see the eye and the pupil and the beak and the little toes. So those are really cute. Really, really cute. We'll do those also for $2, and they need a little bit of cleaning, and I will do that. Next, oh, if you watched my collab video, there was one exactly like this that was a dark blue that I used in that collab. It's gold tone with these crystals. I think this is acrylic though. I don't think that's crystal, but it's pretty. AB coated, little stones there. The size is about 8.5, and that's really pretty, and we'll do that one also for $2. Okay. Okay, here's a Coach tag. Let's see, what is this? Oh, I've been looking for these. These are a bunch of crystal stones that came in a set that Carol had sent me. And I've been looking for these Coach tags also. I had them in the wrong place. So, sorry, these aren't available. These are some of my supplies that I've been looking for. So let's get out our next items. Some of these you're going to recognize if you saw that last lot from Pat. Some of these you'll recognize from that. And they were dirty, so I cleaned them, and that's why they're out here now, but they weren't before. So let's see, and some actually haven't been cleaned. I can feel the dirt on this chain right here. Okay, that's impromptu crafting. Well, it would have been impromptu crafting, but this is more of a matte silver tone, and I do not have any chain or large lobster clasps or anything that will that are also matte silver tone. So I'm going to have to save this until I get some other elements that will match it better. Let's see, this is a watch. That was $5. It's a vintage watch. It's a very pretty vintage watch. Has some kind of marking on it right there. What does that say? Okay. Stainless steel back. Something about the bezel. Austin. Look how dirty my hands are. Let's see, little stones right there. I'm not really sure about this. Let me test it. It has that sort of patina like sterling has. Oh, I didn't back the camera back out. Okay. So, no, it isn't sterling. Some kind of stone on it. Maybe marcasite. But this band obviously does not go with the watch. Like it's not original to the watch. Oh, and there's some kind of mark right here on the band also. Stainless bezel. Okay, well that wouldn't even apply because this chain doesn't even, or this band doesn't even go with this watch. So I don't know. I'm just going to keep that at $5. I really don't even know where that came from. It may have come in an estate sale lot. So there we go, number 16, the watch for $5. I got a bracelet or a necklace recently of this same brand. This is Jill Zara. And these are polymer clay beads, and you know, most people think of just like crafty, you know, like you make your little projects and you bake them in your oven. But this is premium polymer clay beads by this brand, and these actually go for a good bit. Like the necklaces go for $50 or $60, or no, not 50 or 60. They go for around 30. And the bracelets I'm not so sure about, but the stretch is all gone out of this one. So I'm going to craft with that one. So let me put that aside. I'll put it over there with the those Coach tags and those those crystals that I had in the wrong place. This came with a craft lot recently. I'm not certain if it came with the one from Pat or if it came from an earlier one that I'd gotten from Stacy maybe. But it's got these great summer colors, really summer into fall colors. And it has a great spring, I guess. Like it stays shut, it's not loose at all. Nice gold tone with only some very slight, there we go, just some very slight surface scratching. And it's gold tone with all these great vibrant colors of enamel. That's a really good one. This is a really pretty bracelet. About 7.5 to 7 3/4. That's number 17. And we're gonna do number 17 for, let's do number 17 for $4. That's in really, really great shape. There's a lot of life left in this bracelet. And once again, I'm having to fit the bracelet in because I think it's a little too large. There we go. Not too large for the bag, just too large for that opening. But 17 for $4. I'm only going to go to number 20. Okay, this got cleaned and it's so cute. Okay, it has a little wear on it, but it's like, I can't remember the other piece that had some wear on it but still has life in it. That's the case for this. This reminds me of Brighton. This, I don't know, a little bit, just go with me here, a little bit Chanel. And I said just a little bit. And maybe it's because of the quilting here on this little purse. But it's a purse charm bracelet. It has these gorgeous little hearts, these textured links, rhinestones, little purse charms. Now the charms themselves have all this detail on them with enamel and rhinestones. And then look at the back, even the back is very textured and pretty. All the way around. And then it's a toggle closure. Even the little toggle is textured and pretty. And it's adjustable depending on which heart you put the toggle through. It's not heavy, but it has a little bit of weight to it. And the wear is just so minimal, like some of these rings, you can see there. But the charms themselves, as you can tell, very, very little wear. And that's on the back. And this is, I can clean all of this off. It already went through the cleaner once, but it looks like some stuff got stuck in there. So I can get all that out. If you're interested in it, but you're like on the fence because of, these things that I said I can get out right here, or like right there. If you're interested in it, then I'll clean that stuff out and send you new pictures. Just contact me if you're interested in this. But it's so cute. It is so pretty and so classy. And that one is number 18. And we're going to do that one for $6. That is so, so pretty. And again, I'm going to clean that out. And if you are interested in it, but you want to see pictures of it with that cleaned, then just let me know. But there we go. Number 18 for $6. Here is a magnetic bracelet. It's one continuous strand. And these are hematites. And this isn't like missing beads or anything like that. It has to have that space in it. So that by the time it curls around, it like has enough room between the beads to actually curl around. So these are hematites, and hematite is magnetic, so it sticks to itself. These are little glass bicone beads and silver tone spacers. And that's just how you do it. You put it, let's see, can I zoom out at all? You put it on your wrist and then just wrap it around so it can fit, whatever your size is. There we go. Just like that. You just wrap it around and it sticks to itself. So it can fit whatever size you happen to be. Very pretty hematite and amber colored glass bicone beads. This gorgeous bracelet is going to be number 19 for $4. There we go. Number 20. This is a little craft piece right there. And number 20 is this necklace that just reminds me of Bubbles. It has this little bottommost pendant, and then this oval, and then above that another little pendant that looks like Bubbles. Then you've got your chain. This is not sterling. It just has that patina on it. It will be shinier after I clean it. I think it's not sterling. It's got this brand on it right here. And no, that is not going to be sterling. But there it is. Let's see the measurements on that. It has an extender, but the measurement without the extender is about an 8-inch drop. The extender gives it another 2 inches. Now that I'm measuring it, I'm actually seeing what could be some wear. No, I think that's just dirt. I really think that's just dirt, and that will clean up quite nicely. And that is number 20. This little thing right here, this flower that you see on the screen, that is craft from the lot that I got from Pat. I don't know why that's in here. Maybe somebody else came and cleaned up my area and put my craft things in with the little bag that I had set aside for this show. think that must be the case, because all of these are craft right here. Okay, a few more pieces. I went into this intending to only go up to number 20, but I have a few more minutes left that I can spend recording, so I decided to pull out a few more pieces. These are a pair of vintage earrings. I'm not sure that the hooks right here are original. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty certain that the hooks are not original. But these are gorgeous. They have these little brass drops on them. The settings, I believe, are brass. And then there's this, some sort of plastic or acrylic covering. And it looks like an intaglio, maybe, carving in the back of this cabochon. And it's painted underneath, sort of like, what do they call that? Crazy glass, I think, where they paint the glass. That's what it reminds me of. I don't think that's what this is, but that's what it reminds me of. And it's a rose with the leaves back there, and then behind it for the background, you're just seeing this, this disc that it's mounted on. And all of that's brass, and then you see these silver tone hooks. That's why I say the hooks are likely not original, but they are super, super gorgeous, very delicate, very, very 1930s vintage looking to me. It's not too far from being considered antique. These are about 1.25 inches long, probably about 1/2 inch across, and they're absolutely beautiful. And those are vintage 21, and we're going to do those. Oops, it helps if I open my pen. We're going to do those for $8. These are very close to being antique, and they're beautiful. Those are absolutely stunning. There we go. If you haven't seen the Downton Abbey final movie, you could wear these to go see that. Okay, next are some sterling pieces, I believe, and I'll be testing all of these. So, that's who my family roots for. So we'll do the auburn pendant, then this sort of Celtic knot ring, then the Christian fish, and then the milkmaid or butter churn lady right here. And I think those are all going to come up positive. Well, I don't know. The auburn charm actually may not. And I'm correct. The auburn charm is not actually sterling. All of these are marked sterling. So the auburn charm, there is a faker. But if someone would like it, it'll be number 22 for $1. That is some dirt you see on it, and it will be cleaned. And then next, the ring. It is adjustable there because it's open on the back. And it is size, right now where it sits, it's kind of small. It is a size about 4 3/4. And it's marked, where's that mark? Probably won't be able to see it, but it's right there. And that's gorgeous. And we'll do the Celtic knot ring for, so let's do that one for $6. And then we'll do the little milk lady next. Did I say 24? There's going to actually end up being 25. Let me mark another bag right here. Okay, so the little milkmaid lady, she is a little charm. You can hang her on a necklace, or you could attach a lobster clasp to her and hang her on a bracelet or something. So if you're interested in her, but like you want her to be on a necklace or something, just let me know, and I'll see if I can find a sterling chain to hang her on, or a sterling lobster clasp that I can attach to her so you can put her on a bracelet or whatever you like. But she will be, she'll be $6 also. And then last of all, okay, this came up sterling. And I didn't even check the earring hook. And it is marked. I should check that too. I'm about to remove it, but I can put it in my pile of scrap. And yes, that is sterling. If I can make it focus, there we go. So if you ever get an opportunity to buy anything broken or just completely unusable, don't worry if you're not a crafty person. If it's sterling, go ahead and pick that up, because you can take it to most local pawn shops. Will also buy scrap silver, and my local pawn shop pays $1 per pennyweight, and you can look up what pennyweight means, because I don't know it. I do know it, but not enough to explain it. So look up pennyweight, and they it's not literally the weight of a penny like some people think. So look that up and figure out what pennyweight is. And so anyway, you can take a pile of just scrap bits of odds and ends of silver to places that buy it, and you can walk away with cash in your pocket. So what I'm going to do right here, since this is sterling, I am going to remove it from this sterling earring hook that I will then add to my scrap pile and take to my local pawn shop. And let's see, I should have tested this while I had everything out. It is marked right here. Right there, 925. I'm going to test the clasp. Well, no, I'm not going to use any acid on that because the clasp is copper. So now let's test the chain. And the chain is also coming up copper. Darn it. I thought I was going to do some impromptu crafting here, but I'm not going to hang a sterling pendant on a faker of a chain. So I'll keep the chain, it's good. I'll just take that 925 thing off and use it for something else. But meanwhile, then I'll just do the same thing as I said about the little milkmaid lady. If you would like me to put this on a chain, I'll find one and put it on there for you and give you a price. Now for the milkmaid lady and for this, the price I'm telling you right now is just for the charm. If you want me to put it on a chain and I hang it on a sterling chain for you, the price will go up to include the price of the chain. Or I can put a lobster clasp on it, and I'll just add the cost of the lobster clasp to that as well. But meanwhile, just the charm itself will do $6. And then let me know if you would like to pay the additional to get a lobster clasp on it or have it put on a chain for you. So that's number 25 for $6. And that is today's show. I know you can't really see everything from all these green stripes at the top of these bags, but here are all of the items from today's show, or most of them anyway. And I really appreciate you spending some of your day with me today. And if you enjoyed the content, I ask that you would give me a like, a share, a subscribe, and a comment. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.